Sine Numbers, Part B. In our last video, we introduced addition and subtraction of sine numbers, such as -12 plus 8 minus 6. And we said that if the operation in the problem is addition and subtraction, we work from left to right. So for example, since my two operation here is addition and subtraction, we will work from left to right. So -12 plus 8 minus 6, I will work these two first. And as indicated before, if the signs are different, we subtract, and we take the sign of the larger magnitude, which will be minus. I then bring down my -6, and now I work these two, and that gives me -10. We will now look at examples that contains multiplication and division. Okay, multiplication and division. Now, as you know from basic math, 2 times 3, that is equal to 6. But if you notice the sign of 2, note the sign of 2 is positive, and the sign of 3 is also positive. And very important, the answer, or the product, is positive. Likewise, if we have -3 times -5, the product of these two negative numbers also produced a positive result. So note the signs of 3 is negative, and the sign of 5 is negative. And the answer, or the product, is positive. So we can conclude that whenever we multiply or divide, two numbers with the same sign, the result is positive. Or we can say whenever we multiply or divide two numbers, with different signs, the result is negative. So these are the two main rules for multiplication and division of sign numbers. Examples: minus 2 times negative 4 times 3. Note that the problem only contains multiplication, so by multiplying I will work the first two, minus 2 times negative 4, and if I do minus 2, or I multiply minus 2 times minus 4, that gives me positive 8, and then I multiply that by 3. Since the signs are the same, my results turn out to be positive. Example: if I have minus 8 divided by minus 2 times 5. Once again, my operation here is division and multiplication, so I can work left to right. So the first thing I'm going to do is these two. Since the signs are the same, my result must be positive. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, and then I'm multiply that by 5. And since my signs here are the same, my final answer must be positive. Now, the same rules as mentioned before apply here also. So remember or recall that if the problem only contains multiplication and division, we work from left to right. So it is very important that before you start working any problem with sign numbers, you look at the problem first, or you look at every step in the problem and see what operations are there. So let's try minus 12 parentheses 2 divided by 4 parentheses 3. So recall, the first thing to do is what operations are in this problem. What are the different operations do you see in this problem? So that's the question. And if you look closely, you will notice that there is multiplication and there is division. And where are we getting that from? Minus 12 times 2 divided by 4 times 3. So the operation, the multiplication is here and the division is here. So what we'll do first is work left to right. So the first thing I'm going to do is these two. And if the signs are different, my answer will be negative. So negative 12 times 2, that becomes negative 24. I bring down the division and my 4 times 3. And now I will work with these two. So negative and a positive, my results will be negative. So that becomes negative 6, and then I multiply that by 3. And finally, we have negative 18 as my result. Example 20 divided by negative 2 times negative 3 divided by negative 6. Or if I want, I can also write it as 20 divided by negative 2, negative 3 in parentheses, divided by negative 6. So it is understood that between there is multiplication. So since the problem only contains multiplication and division, I can work left to right. So 20 divided by negative 2 first. This portion is what we want to do. And when I'm finished with that, then I will multiply the result by negative 3 and then the result of that divided by negative 6. So since the signs here are different, my answer will be different. 20 divided by 2, and that's 10, negative. Now I'm going to multiply by that negative 3, and then when I finish, I'll divide that by negative 6. So my next step is to work these two. 3, that becomes positive 30, and if I divide that by now negative 6, signs are different, so my answer will be a negative, and here I have negative 5 as my result. I hope this will help you with your multiplication and division of sign numbers.